What's going on, Manna family? Here we are on day 3 of this talk on training to enter into God's rest. Let's get started. In our present day, it's easy for the bombardment of the culture at large to affect our hearts and minds, and we can get our needs mixed up with our wants, and this can lead to much angst in our life, stealing our rest. But there's another way. It is living in contentment and with gratitude to God. Philippians 4:12 says, I know what it is to be in need, and I know what it is to have plenty. I have learned the secret of being content in every and any situation, whether well-fed or hungry, whether living in plenty or in want. Hebrews 13:5 speaks to this contentment in God as well. See, contentment in the Lord allows us to rest in who God has made us to be, where God has placed us, what God has given us, and what He's called us to do in our current season. There's so much joy and peace in this place. Our culture feeds us with the idea of more, the new car, the new clothes, the latest fill in the blank, in order for us to have contentment. But that's not biblical, and that belief can never deliver on what is promised. It will only grow discontentment within us. So then how do we grow in contentment? Well, we train for it. We intentionally direct our thoughts and our emotions towards God, how good God has been to us, the things He has given us, we thank Him for it. And that's even if we don't currently feel this way. See, we're training ourselves by teaching ourselves to live into what is actually true, not what we feel or some other reality that we believe. God tells us that He has worked all things together for the good of those who love Him and are called according to His purpose, and that He can give joy in all these things. So we could say, God, I'm not sure why things are so hard right now. These things that are going on around me, but I am content in You and Your plan for my life and the purposes You have for me. And I thank You that You are going to use this to glorify Your name and show people the goodness of who You are, that they will be able to enter into the rest that You've given me, the joy that You've given me. See, James 1 verses 2 and 3 speaks to this. Now, as a note, these things take time. Please do not enter into this training and think you'll be buff overnight. It doesn't work like that in the physical world, nor our inner world. It's gonna take time. It will be hard sometimes, but the reward is better than silver or gold or a new phone or a new car or, well, you get the idea, anything that you might be desiring. Again, this is training. 1 Timothy speaks directly to this in chapter 6, verses 6 through 7. He says, but godliness with contentment is great gain. For we brought nothing into the world, and we cannot take anything out of the world. See, this is the reality as followers of Jesus that we get to live into. And I pray that this reality deepens in all of our hearts and minds. God bless you as you seek to grow in your ability to hear and follow the Lord Jesus Christ. See you tomorrow.